Think you know hyperspace in the Star Wars universe? Think again, because Ahsoka is changing everything we know about the concept of lightspeed travel. Following an action-packed and fan service-filled 5th installment, Ahsoka has returned to Disney Plus once more. This episode, appropriately titled Part 6, Far, Far Away, places the focus on Sabine Wren, who has traveled to a new galaxy alongside the villainous Morgan Elsbeth, Baylan Skoll, and Shin Hati. While the villains meet with Grand Admiral Thrawn, Sabine embarks on a search for her long-lost friend Ezra Bridger on an unfamiliar world. At the same time, Ahsoka Tano and Hu Yang travel inside the mouth of a Purrgil, venturing through hyperspace to rescue Sabine and stop Thrawn's sinister plan. We only see a brief scene of the two heroes early in the episode, though it does raise one big question. As the Purrgils embark on their voyage to a new galaxy, hyperspace takes on a very different appearance to what Star Wars fans might know. Rather than its usual swirling white and blue look, the Simu tunnel the Purrgil pod moves through is streaky and multicolored, featuring green, orange, and indigo hues. While this is most likely how the minds behind Ahsoka wanted to convey to viewers that the Purrgils are traveling to a different galaxy, there could be more to this new hyperspace look. Punch it! Purrgil are among the most fascinating creatures in the Star Wars universe, and not just because of their look or backstory. Rather, it's their unique biology that makes them so interesting. These massive spacefaring whales breathe in a gas called Clauzon-36, which their bodies take in and turn into hypermatter fuel. When sufficiently fueled up, their tentacles will glow and they'll make the jump to hyperspace, venturing from galaxy to galaxy at their leisure, until they need to take in more gas once again. Everyone else in the Star Wars galaxy can only jump through hyperspace using a ship with an operational hyperdrive. In this case, their Clauzon-36-based fuel is refined by other means, and certainly not inside the body of a Purrgil. Thus, you could argue that the Purrgil Simu tunnel on Ahsoka looks different than the one previously seen in Star Wars because it's unique to the way in which the Purrgil travel. Perhaps the way they synthesize Clauzon-36 inside their bodies results in hyperspace looking different than it would if you used synthetic hyperfuel? Of course, for fans who are familiar with Star Wars Rebels, it won't be anything new to experience a more colorful form of hyperspace travel. Even without the presence of Purrgils, the series depicts multicolored tunnels on multiple occasions. For example, in the Season 1 episode Gathering Forces, the Ghost accidentally jumps into hyperspace courtesy of a Rodian agent named Sibo. After an Imperial tracker is placed on the ship's auxiliary vessel, the Phantom, Ezra Bridger and Kanan Jarrus concoct a plan to detach it during a hyperspace jump. The risky move pays off, but not without a bumpy and very vibrant fall first. In the following season, Rebels fans witnessed a similar sight during the events of Stealth Strike. Traveling through hyperspace in a blockade runner, Ezra and Commander Sato are confronted by a dangerous Imperial weapon, an Interdictor-class Star Destroyer. The experimental ship is capable of pulling other ships out of hyperspace, something it does with ease to the hero's own vessel. As they lose control of their ship, the blues and whites of hyperspace are replaced by streaks of red, yellow, and violet. Of course, eagle-eyed fans might have noticed that the villain's hyperspace journey in Episode 6 was nearly as colorful as that taken by the Purrgil. This could mean that a vibrant Simu tunnel is merely a quirk of this new galaxy, or that the Eye of Sion somehow utilizes the Purrgil's abilities to travel into the unknown. All of this hyperspace confusion just goes to show that Star Wars space travel is far from an exact science. Maybe someday a project will come along that better explains the ins and outs of hyperspace, but for now, all we can do is speculate on the truth behind its many colors.